what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have Beyond the Edge from Xyris, one of the two. I don't know how the name is said, but this was requested by Raruchi and my executive producers, and that's basically all I've got. I was given no context, no ideas if it's from a game or anything, so it's probably just a standalone song, and I guess I'm gonna hear it. So without further ado, let's go! Okay. I'm already kind of falling in love with it. It's so early. Ooh, the rhythm too? Come on. Why did this hook me so quick? I'm usually not quite this quick to like, I don't know, maybe it was just a vibes thing. Maybe it's the heavy bass line. I don't know, something grabbed me. Might have been the sound design in the beginning. Something grabbed me immediately with this song. Ooh. Oh, a change up. I hear that coming in. Okay. Ooh. That is different. I don't think I've heard that sample approach yet. A very new one. Okay. I keep saying that, but it keeps coming in with stuff that like makes me reset. I mean, damn! The vocal processing is gorgeous. The mixing and mastering is flawless. The vocal chops are even really good. Just across the board, beautiful production quality. Even doing the stereo sound design shit. I love this. I love it when people explore the space. It doesn't always need to happen, but when it happens, I'm like, okay, yeah, it makes sense here. The ungodly amount of reverb on that voice, but it fits. It works so well. Oh, we're back here. A little bit of chiptune in there. Why not? know, it's just scratching every single itch for me. Everything I'm like, ooh, you know, like, that's new. Beautiful chord choices. Really saturated with all that synth in there. Huge tail. This is one of those songs where they use the voice as an instrument, and I love it when they do that because it's not just somebody singing a melody. It's like, hey, let's incorporate this into the sound. That's one thing amongst many that I love, but like, Jesus Christ, something about this song hit different. All right, so there's plenty to love about this song. There's no way I'm going to be able to get to all of it, so I'll just kind of get what I can out of here. I'm going to be talking about some music theories, some just general opinions about the piece. To start off, let's do music theory. This is B natural minor, just, you know, B minor. It's there. It's a beautiful key. It has plenty of flexibility. And the way that it was utilized in this song, especially at one part with the piano, really kind of caught my ear, and I wanted to figure out exactly what was going on and why it sounded so good there. And the reason is basically just the same as it always is. It was cyclical. It decided to build on itself. It kept the chosen notes tight-knit while also utilizing a little bit of the octave cheat to kind of make things feel a little bit more emotional, because that's just kind of what happens when you use octaves this way. But basically, just to show you what I was talking about, it's this part. And the reason that's so cyclical is because it's utilizing the G and the B in two different octaves. I know that doesn't sound great. That's just because they're already kind of fighting for who's dominant in that relationship. But the relationship of these two notes aren't. Like, these are the ones that are rooting the rest of it. So this relationship holds the dance together while the G and the G flat in both octaves are doing their thing. Not to mention, when you're going this way, you're going down, and then when you're going this way, it moves back up. So you're getting that cycle of down and back up, almost like an infinity symbol. It's just really fucking cool. I love that utilization of this key, because this is the sort of key you should use for that sort of thing. Something that has these neighboring notes that allows for a little bit of tension, but also plenty of room to move back up and out of the way while keeping a relationship like this that is just so beautiful naturally. You don't have to do anything else to make that work. As a chord, you get a G or a B, and it does the same thing down below. It's just a beautiful chord. You're kind of rooting it on that. So it just, again, all the relationship here works really well. But then there was just the general shit he was doing as far as the composition stuff. Like, beautiful choices all around. I love the creativeness. Every single time the song kind of changed a little bit, there was something different going on, a different rhythm, a different groove, a different approach to the musical construct that made it feel so much more adventurous than anything else could have been. And the use of Chifuyu as an instrument and not just as a melodic singing tool, you know, like, there's a different application for everybody, and it really depends on what song you're doing, what you need in that time. But for this song, utilizing it as an instrument instead of just something to sing the melody, the vocal part, was a really nice choice. It added a different layer to the song that felt just as atmospheric and a little ethereal compared to everything else around it. And it wasn't fighting for the spotlight, as obviously somebody who'd be singing a melody would kind of be doing. It's not that they're trying too hard, it's just that it's what happens when you have a vocal line. It's going to be up front and center, a lot more focus on it. For this, the choice of not utilizing it that way and choosing to just kind of make it more of an atmospheric quality is a very nice choice, given how much atmosphere this song was built off of and how many different approaches to the song were tackled during this project. Like, there was so many different things going on. Every single time the song kind of shifted 30 seconds to a minute, there was like a new concept being introduced. The like jungle rhythm at the beginning, I was like, where the hell did that come from? Loved that inclusion. You don't hear enough like synth V stuff, especially that utilizes that sort of a beat approach. It's just not something that gets done. A lot more commonly, you'll get the stuff that came a little bit later that's a little bit more hardcore style, and it's just kind of playing around with those samples, and that's fine, but it definitely made the song a little bit more generic as it got in, where the beginning of it, I was like, oh, this is new, this is different, they're going a different direction, but instead they decided to go every direction, which is honestly totally fine as well. But really for me, the sound design of this one, as I love sound design, everybody here knows I love sound design, that was probably the highlight of this song. Everything else in it was great, but the sound design, the choices of where to use like those clicks and dial sounds, and utilizing again the voice for some of that as well. Just keeping things in that pocket. Having the sound design kind of speak for itself in a way and kind of create more of this atmosphere that was kind of there already, but again, it's not the same quality as having just the atmosphere going on. You're adding like a texture to the top of that atmosphere. There's now something that's tangible that you can grab a hold of and actually experience. It separates from just an audio experience to like a whole audio visual experience when that happens. You get to see and feel things in the song that wouldn't be there if you didn't include them. So having these sort of like high textured clicks are a very good way to just kind of make the song feel more present in your ears, and playing around with the stereo a lot too. I love that, and it's always cool when people do it, and it's just fun to hear. But this is really one of those songs where they kind of went everywhere, and they did take some chances at doing so, and I was a little bit disappointed by some of the directions taken, but it never stayed in any one spot for too long where I was like, oh god, we're gonna be here for the rest of the song. Kind of like when the like hard style stuff kind of came in there, I was like, okay, we're getting a little hardcore, it's gonna be going a more generic route, but then they stepped back out of it and moved back to the atmospheric, and I'm like, hey, okay, so we still have that dream alive. And I, again, even though I don't mind hardcore stuff in the slightest, I actually enjoy it quite a bit. It was just that the song started with like a different approach to that, and then they kind of got rid of it, but then they brought it back. It's again just how that works, the evolution. For a second there, I was worried that the direction was getting lost, but the quality of the mix and the master really fucking tight. I loved that everything had its room, and it wasn't like completely getting washed out by any other quality in the song. All of the elements had their space, and that's something that newer musicians, newer composers, producers don't ever quite get. So I wonder who the fuck this is, you know? Like, Xyris does not have many subscribers, under 800 as I record, and it's like, where have you been? This is like his fourth song or some shit. Like, this is an underrated gem sort of quality. This is somebody who just existed and showed up, but it's like, are you sure? Are you sure you're not like a fucking shadow producer for somebody else? Because there's a little bit too much quality for somebody who just started yesterday, you know? At least comparatively. Not that I'm the one to talk, I've never made a song like this, but it still does make you raise an eyebrow, like, where the fuck did you come from? Just out of nowhere. Where did Rubuchi find this person? Was it just an absolute god pull of the recommended feed? What could have led to this? But regardless what it is, damn, the quality here. I really hope that it's not something like they're just producing this with AI and getting close to it. I don't think it is. It didn't quite have those qualities to it. It sounded more like Silent Room, which is definitely a compliment. I love Silent Room's work, and it's just like, okay, but there's still a part of me that has to be like, I don't know, you kind of showed up out of nowhere. Where the fuck have you been? Maybe they've been making stuff for years and only just now started to post it. That's a tale as old as time as well. But whatever the case may be, solid as hell, great work. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot more coming from this producer. I'll hope there's more coming from this producer, because this is a quality and a talent that needs to be explored much more. They need to spend a lot more time making more stuff, because they're going to go far if this is the starting line. where else can you go from here? Probably to the fucking moon and back. But I think I'm done yapping now, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else, by all means, drop in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if, like Baruchi did, you want to guarantee that I listen to something, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships and force me to listen to something. Doesn't matter what it's from, who it's by, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!